So I learn from everybody. I'm not talking about those who identify as Jews but don't live as Jews. I'm talking about those who are Jews and live as Jews. What do I see when I see them? I see a community of people. The community is tight. It doesn't allow outside influence that they don't prescribe to enter. They live according to their values, what's true for them. They live according to what's true for them. They keep their money within their system, because why else? Why should it not? We have everything here. Everything you need, we have one of ours who's able to do it. And when we interact with the people outside, for whatever reason, we want it clean, tight, professional. Right? Then humans are humans, meaning, sticky. But let's just stay on the outside. This is what you can perceive. Well, from the outside, what do I see? I say, okay, well, I learned that. I appreciate this. I don't want the outside influences. I have values, things that are true for me. I want to live accordingly. I want those in my surrounding who are resonant with me to help me co-create something so that we can live in a world that makes sense for us. This is exactly what they're doing. I respect that and appreciate it. So one can learn. I learn. Everything they have, their own ambulance even, to take care of their own community. Yeah, I respect that. If they have the capacity and the means to do so, why not? Now you can judge it and say all kinds of things. No, they're like, why? We don't want to rely on the systems, the external systems, ways. Why? Because we want to take care of our own, because we care about our own. The system doesn't care. You're just another person who's, let's say for the ambulance, you're just another person dying. For us, you're not just a person dying. You're one of our members who's suffering. We care to get you to safety. So we're going to have one of ours who's going to come and drive you, because there's a link. So that's very powerful. In our everyday society, there's less and less links between people. There's less and less link even within a family. There's no relation even. So we can say that at a super existential level, we're all connected because we're all one. But you don't experience that, do you? You don't feel that way either, do you? So you can believe in it as much as you like, and as long as you're on the drugs, you have an impression that we're all connected. But then when you're off the drug, oh my God, stay away from me. I don't want to talk to you. I don't want to hang out with you. I don't want to see you. Stay away from me. And that's the reality. Unless you have something that brings you together. So let's say you go and you're part of a gym. So you connect with the people at the gym. There's some kind of relation. Their gym is Judaism. It's a 8,000 years old gym implanted in their brain that dictates every action in their entire life. It's not we share one thing in common and we go to the same gym. That's like at the core of their life and their identity is this. That's very powerful. So there's a strong connection amongst themselves. One can say that a Jew goes from this place to any other part of the world as a Jew and say, hey, I'm a Jew, and some Jew's going to take care of them. Even if they're strangers and hey, I got no money. Because that's how deep the connection goes. Well, that's what I said. People are looking for a sense of security and belonging. So that's what that community is able to provide to its members. And it cares about its members because they all feel that they're a family or rooted together. They're all part of the same tree. So we want to take care of our own. Why not? The system takes care of everyone. But we want to take care of our own people because I care. The guy driving the ambulance doesn't give a fuck about you. This guy driving the ambulance may not be your cousin, may not even be your brother, but he cares just by the fact that we're connected by the same fundamental ideological belief. So I think that somehow, some way, unconsciously, a lot of people are jealous of that. Envious. Because there's something about it that's very natural. It's very real. It's something that we used to have that we don't have. Once upon a time, you used to have a city and everybody in the town knew each other because they've been there for thousands or hundreds of years and they're all interbreeded. There's a sense of belonging. All of that is gone. Yet the Jews still have that sense of belonging. Now you can judge it and criticize it and say whatever you want. I'm just talking at a basic human level. So I think at the end of the day, people are very envious. And these people, they don't waste time. They're very focused. If they live according to their lifestyle that's prescribed by their book, they don't fuck around. Every part of their life is regimented, which keeps their mind on check. There's no nonsense coming in, and everything is about one thing: prosper, multiply, grow. And then there's an end goal that I'm not sure all of them are connected to or have a sense of it consciously, but there's an end goal to Judaism. And I've mentioned it before, which is to establish the kingdom of their God on earth, to welcome their Mashiach, their Messiah, who's going to sit on the throne. Now you can agree or disagree, I don't care. In their brain, in their system, their body is made of that belief. That's a very strong group of people. They don't fuck around. They don't do stupid things like we do. Their daughters do not fucking whore themselves and get fucking drunk. I'm talking about the Jews who are Jews, right? Not the Jews who are not Jews in the sense they don't practice, right? Because there's a lot of those. So already we have a distinction. Every city has a neighborhood where the Hasidic Jews are there. Just walk, look at them. They're particular, we agree. But besides the fact that they're particular, just get past the particularity. The women are women, the men are men. The girls are clean. It doesn't matter if they have constitutional imbalances. You can see she's clean, but her system is clean. Right? They have a certain kind of purity that you very rarely find in today's world. So the daughter is not whoring herself, misbehaving and taking inside of her all kinds of intentions and mixing it up. It's all like vomit. You know the families are together. There's a father, there's a mother. The mother has her mother. The father has their father. There's the families, all the families, and they're all connected to the synagogue, which is the church, which supervised with the super rabbi who's there to make sure everything is according to plan. That's power. So obviously, what do you think that generates? A smart ass fucking people. Right? And then they know how to run business. Because that's what we do here on earth. We run business. We don't fuck around. So we get good at what we do. We've been doing it for years. Hundreds, if not thousands of years. So we're good at what we do. We're good at thinking. We're good at making money. We're good at organizing ourselves. We're good at interacting with the other people while keeping them outside and us on the inside. We're good at gaining power within put us in a society. There's them and then there's us. We're able to, I don't want to say infiltrate, but take our place because only us can do what we do. And we know that. And that deserves power, and we're not shy to have it. Great. I see a group of people that respects themselves. Now, of course, if you want to go deeper, it's another conversation, but I'm not in the mood to have a deeper conversation. We're just taking it at face value. Well, there's a lot, any smart person who wants to live a more successful life can learn from them. I'm like, I get you. I understand why you make the decisions that you make. It's too rigid for my liking, but that's my problem, right? But just too rigid, I like shoes, right? But that's my business. The point is, there's lots for me to learn. I watch, I learn. Then in my life, within the community I'm connected to, it's not I try to do the same things, but this is what any intelligent community that is connected at a fundamental level, it will always do that. Obviously. It's normal because we are connected at a fundamental level. We have the same ideological foundations, which means everything stems from the seed. So everything that we do is always connected to the seed. If we do medicine, it's connected to the seed. If we do activities, it's connected to the seed. It's always for the purpose of the seed's intent. That's a very strong, powerful community. There's no space for nonsense. There's no space for fucking bullshit. There's no space for fucking Americana. It's fucking corrupt ideas that are actually designed to make people dumb. We can clearly see that this is making people dumb. Now, I respect that. Stay away outside of us. And we're going to teach our kids, this is dumb. Well, you can see, look at how they behave. Look at the girl. Like, you're a proper woman. You're beautiful. Like internally there's beauty. Right? And then you go and you walk in the street and you see this broken down woman whoring herself even unknowingly, the same age as you, just walking with tattoos and her hair and just like, it's pretty obvious. You just connect to her, you want to vomit because she wants to vomit with her fucking food disorders and mental disorders, no father at home, or maybe no father at all. She come from a fucking seed bank, a sperm bank, 2 moms. All right, good luck. Let's keep on doing what we do. Well, come on, that's what I'm trying to say. All you got to do is have eyes to see. So what I started off saying is that, I feel that fundamentally I think people are jealous. At least jealous about certain things. Namely, there's the strength of their community, their strength of belonging, and they don't give a fuck about you. In the sense that maybe that's a little hard. Fine, but I'm not here to make a criticism. I'm here to say, this is shit, we don't want it. And we're not letting this in. And all the people within our community are with it. Now we're on the outside, I'm not on the inside. I'm sure some have their struggles, and right, but our community, everybody wants that not inside. This is on the outside, we don't want that in, and everybody's helping each other, holding it down. No, we're going to stay steadfast to what's true for us. We don't want to let this in. We don't want to let this shit corrupt us and who we are and where we're going and what we're doing. Come on. That's impressive. There's a lot to discover, a lot to learn. Now, it's too rigid for my liking, like I said, but this ain't got nothing to do with me. This is me studying from the outside. I'm keeping it simple, keeping it at the surface. Right? Because everything, if you go deeper, it's another thing. And these are things that I tell you, everybody aspires to. And once upon a time, this was like that. Once upon a time, you go to Germany, it's Germany. They're Germans. That means somehow, some way, there's a connection between the people at a blood level. And without going to metaphysics and how people are created by which mind and whatnot, there's a connection. Once upon a time, you go into that place, even in little like villages. We've been here for 200 years. I know your man, I met your mom. There's a connection. So for the Jew, or the person who identifies as a Jew, there's not only a connection that there's an ideological belief, which is they call their religion, and there's also, in their opinion, they're a people. They were connected by blood. So it's a people. It's not just like we Christians. So you're a Christian from South Africa. I'm a Christian from Tibet. Yeah, we're great. There's a connection. Yeah, but we're not connected by blood, though. So that's true or not true. I'm not here to discuss because I've studied a lot. You're right. I'm just keeping it simple. So we are a people. Well, I don't see a lot of people who operate this way. And here's what you can see. The more society advances, the more whoever's a people gets diluted. The moment they come here, they break apart. Chinese come here, next generation, the daughter's a hoe. Indians come here, 1 generation or 2, she still acts Hindu, but she's a hoe. And so on and so forth. And people are trying to hold on to what they have that's good and beautiful, according to them, of course, but Americana infiltrates. Well, it seems for some odd reason, and I'm talking about those more orthodox communities, ain't shit coming in. And everybody knows this shit. That's the catch. As much as it's exhilarating, yay, Kanye West got a new album, woo, it's going to be amazing. Everybody knows this shit. Everybody knows the side effects of all this. You know when you eat a shit food, it's shit food. Now you may enjoy it at least at the surface. You know it's shit food. Everybody knows this crap. But everybody's addicted. And it seems, for some reason, this insulated community, holding it tight, not letting the shit, calling the shit for what it is. If they're not going to tell you because they don't fucking care to tell you that this is shit. This is not their problem. You are not their problem. But they know it's shit, obviously. They know that you've become shit because of that stuff, and they don't want you around them because you're going to bring shit into their system, and they don't want shit. So come on. Listen, I love everything that's intelligent. This is everything you can break it down and see quote unquote flaws. No, this is intelligent. That's a mechanism in order to survive in an insane world. It's intelligence, it's strong, and it's rooted in something old. And it's holding people together. And I think that at a level, people are envious. And of course, those who are going to be born in there, well, they have, just like you have an opportunity as a person on the outside of their community to be a star or this or that, which is for a handful of people, well, they have their benefits. None of them are going to be a rock and roll star. Yeah, but while you're trying to pretend that you're going to be a rock and roll musician, they're churning and building and cultivating other skill sets. And when being that they've been doing this and building that skill set for quite a long time, well, they're going to be smart in a way that you're not smart. They're going to be capable in ways that you're not capable. So it's no coincidence. We can say, right? So all these Nobel Prize people and the smartest everybody, right? Always connected somehow to Jews or Germans. But that's another conversation. Jews, right? It's going to say it's rigged. Maybe, but maybe not. Maybe they're actually smart. Well, how is it that such few people are so smart? Well, maybe you should look at how they live. Maybe you should care about their religion and what their religion teaches and how they live their religion, besides the fact that it scares you or that you may interpret that what it says that you're bad. Forget this. Don't take it personal. Look at how and what they're doing. Well, maybe that develops. Like, they'll never have a rock and roll star. Or that's not even true because Kiss is Jew. But anyways, but they must be particular Jews. Jews, not Jews, right? But anyways, look. Anyways, there's a lot of nuances. We can make it more complicated. I'm trying to simplify because I'm trying to make a point. My point is, well, I think people are envious. And if you're smart, learn. And if you can apply it in your life, in your own way, go ahead, because it'll make your life better. You want to be surrounded by people that share the same values as you, but you don't have any. Because you don't know who the fuck you are. You don't even have a religion. And if you do, you don't even know it. That's your problem. They're clear about what they believe. You're not. It changes according to what movie you fucking saw or which stupid fucking book you bought into. And you don't understand that you're a part of religion. It's called Americana. So let's pretend that you had a greater sense of self. Well, of course you want to be associated with people who share the same values and same fundamental beliefs as you. Of course you want to be married or be in relation with a woman or a man who shares the same ideological, because then you're eliminating 99% of the friction. Ain't it? Wonderful. Of course then you want to go hang out with people who are similar to you. And of course you want to grow that and cultivate that and understand what it is that you subscribe to at a deeper level. That's what I think. I think people are at a level are envious. Now I can look at it from a totally different side, but I'm not going to do that on YouTube. But the point is, I'm making my point. And one of the fundamental things, and I've heard this multiple times by dare I say, black leaders. They say, look at the Jews, how they organize themselves. Why can't we do the same? Exactly. You can't do the same. Well, why not? Although obviously this is from the black preacher's point of view. We all black, so we have something fundamentally that ties us together. But why is it that we're not able to do that? So then they'll say it's because of oppression and this and this and that. And fine. But also, you're not able to do it. I don't care what your circumstances is. You're still not able to do it. And your circumstance, you can't spend eternity complaining about your circumstances. They are what they are, right? At some point, you got to make the best of it, right? You can't just keep on repeating, these are our circumstances, these are our yeah, but okay, we've understood these are the circumstances. The circumstances remain the circumstances. I got a flat tire. I have 200 miles to go to get to destination. I ain't no gas. This is my circumstances. Now that somebody flattened your tire intentionally, somebody stole your gas, it changes nothing to the fact that this is your circumstances. What you're going to do now? Now that's called intelligent. And then you see these individuals, and you're like, well, that's power. Yeah, well, that's power. So how come we're not able to do that? And that's a good question. and what it is that we can do in order to do that. So the Nation of Islam, I've noticed, I've looked into their teachings for years. Well, this is what they're trying to do, which I understand and respect. Trying to bring and harmonize people's minds. This is our fundamental religion. All of us who are black, this is the fundamental truth. That's exactly what they're trying to do. Or have been trying to do, and to succeed to whatever degree they have. But your average American doesn't want to subscribe to this because it's too rigid. Fine, anyways. This opens up 1,000 million conversations. I think I made my point.